Why, good afternoon, chat. We are here to take a look at some stuff, of course. And I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I was just so busy with a lot of things that when I came back home, I was like, fuck, I'm tired right now. Don't really want to do anything. And then we had like a family party yesterday night, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow. We'll stream tomorrow. And man, from what I can see online, this has been a crazy shit show when it comes down to it, right? Right, folks? But I guess before we start discussing this video, my stance has always been the same. I'm still playing the beta game. It's whatever. I'm still playing the beta game because I'm excited for this. It's kind of just like how it is right there. But if you don't want to buy the game, whatever, feel free. Feel free to don't buy the game. But for me, I'm just buying the game, whatever. But anyways, let's do some reactions. Let's do some reactions, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you're here. That's why you're here to watch this live stream, to see my reaction to stuff. All right, let me just play this right here. And audio's not working. You love when technology doesn't work. Here we go. Now audio's working. Or that's just how the video is.
あとすごい話題になってたそのコスチュームとか当時とそのままなのかどうなのかみたいなのがありましたよね。また。
So yeah, the first thing that Horii says is there's various regulations in place, and then says that.
あんまり深掘りする気はないんですけど、いいのにだってフィクションだけどその中に主人公というあなたが入って冒険するっていうことでいいじゃないって思うんですけど、違うんですかね。
なんですかね。よくわかんないですけどね。これについてはね。
ゲームだし。まあ、フィクションという自分の中のこうバーチャル体験でのノンフィクションだから楽しくければいいのにっていうふうに思っちゃいますけどね。
あんまり露出するとね、年齢。
But yeah, this is the part. This is like how he answers. He says if there's too much exposure, the age rating goes up, and it's kind of clear that he's implying, like he's talking about age rating boards like Seros. He's talking about the ESRB, things like that. Obviously, he's not like name dropping exact names, so obviously we're only left to assume and speculate like that's who he's talking about. And obviously hard to say at this moment in time, but it's pretty clear that he, in this quote right here, he's referring to ratings boards and the such. And then he goes on and says this: it means we won't be able to sell as an old age product. And this is the one thing I've seen most people talk about is that, oh, why do they care so much of having that E rating or that all ages rating? Why can't they just increase the age rating? This is the mindset of Yuji Horii right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is how he thinks, how he perceives things. He always perceives Dragon Quest as this all ages product. He views it as a children's property for the most part. And that's why it's kind of important for him to go on and keep it like an E rating. Like, obviously, for our perspective, we're like, well, it doesn't really matter. Dragon Quest is a niche property here in the West. Why not just increase the age rating? Well, for Horii's eyes, he's like, no, I want this to be for everyone. It's kind of like what Horii is trying to imply here. But anyways, let's move on. And then there seems to be another party I've noticed, because saying here, rules vary from country to country. When trying to sell widely, there's the issue of having to comply with the strictest regulations. Now I'm kind of curious who said that, but we'll
厳しいところに合わせざるを得ないとか。
でも
当時そんなこと思わなかったですけどね。
コンプラっていう名のね、やっぱ
And then we have Torishima coming in to talk about his perspective on things.
絶対神というべき善の名を借りた悪みたいなのがある。全員が不快感を覚えないなんてことはないわけ。だって不快なことを覚える動向でもいいわけよ。だって綺麗汚いとかさ、善悪って人それぞれに感じ方があるわけじゃん。で物事はやっぱり根っこにあるのはやっぱり絶対やっちゃいけないことだけいくつかあって、それさえやらなきゃあとはいいじゃない、そういうのがないわけ。だからやっぱり英米の方から来てるその宗教的な概念から来る正教徒の考え方ってアメリカにあるじゃない。彼らのコンプラの考え方って本当ね狭い。でだから向こうでコミックスだ時に全部その年齢で
And then he says right here, when selling manga in America, everything had to be categorized by age groups. Which obviously, like when Torishima's talking here, he's kind of like talking about his perspective of dealing with America and selling products in America.
区切ってやらなきゃいけない。
But the one thing that comes up is
13歳以上じゃなくて
we have Yuji Horii coming on and agreeing with what
でそれを
Torishima
訴訟が
says.
起きるそのために保険も入らなきゃいけない。もうこんなねバカな国とねやるの本当めんどくさい。でそっから日本も悪影響を受けてやってるから。
主人公もね、男女選べるんだけど、男を
And then of course, this is where Yuji Horii goes on and talks about male and female. He's like, who's asking for this?
誰が言った
And I think that's why we see some people on we have some people on X going out and saying that Yuji Horii is a certain dictator from the 30s or 40s. My history is fucked right now, but obviously I can't say exactly who, or else I'd probably get dinged by YouTube. But there are people out there that are saying, implying that Yuji Horii is this particular person from that particular time, and I'm kind of just like, damn. What exactly? Do you really think that Yuji Horii is this man, the man with the fucking little mustache? And all just because he just said, like, I don't know why we had to change it from male to female to type A, type B. And then literally you get into the distinction of, oh, he's just like that mustache man. Like, it's insane to me. It's fucking insane that people are making that correlation. And I know, like, you're like, you got proof of that right there? Oh, well, I have this tweet right here that I went out and. I mean, Mario's mustache is nice, but it's not little. It's not fucking little. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, Eric? So ultimately, like, I mean, it speaks for itself right here. Speaks for itself. And then we have another person going on comparing Yuji Horii to this right here. You can clearly see it right there. I'm not going to read it because I don't want to go out and get in trouble with YouTube. But still, it's kind of crazy just how this got this big to the point where you have Daddy Elon coming out and talking about it also, which I'm just like, man, I wanted Dragon Quest to be popular, but not like this right here. Where basically it's this whole culture war shit right here, and for anyone who doesn't know, like, behind the scenes, I do engage a bit of the culture war stuff. I do watch certain content creators and whatever. But I never really intended to like go out and talk about culture war shit on my channel. Like I leave that to other people, but then yeah, legit. But so it's kind of the same to me that this is the thing that gets Dragon Quest into the mainstream, is over them changing the gender and whatever, and doing the censorship stuff. Like the fact is that we've seen that shit for God knows how long. Like we've seen that was Fire Emblem Fates, and I remember that being a shit show back in 2016. I remember that happening in Dragon Quest VIII. Like, I remember Censor Gaming talking about they're changing Jessica's outfits here and there. Like, I remember all that shit going down, and I'm just like, what's so different now with Dragon Quest III? Is it because people went on and labeled this as a Sweet Baby Inc. game when there's no evidence of that? Like, is that the case right there? That, someone went out and called this a game that was, like, consulted by Sweet Baby Inc. That, this is exactly what's going on here. This is why we need to make an outrage of this thing right here. Yeah, that's true right there. Like, literally, like, when you play through the game and you choose style B or type A or male or female, whatever, they still call you by a male or female. That's like the weird thing right there. Anyways, and also we got 10 viewers in here. What's up, everyone? What is up, everyone? Let men wear bikinis if they want, doesn't matter. Like, that's kind of just my perspective on it. Like I'm like, if you want to do whatever, you want to be a degenerate at your own home or at your own time, feel free to do so. Like, it's not, I'm not here to go out and dictate what you do at your own fucking home or what you do online. Yeah, exactly. Like that's exactly the thing right there. Is let's do whatever you want. And quite honestly, like, usually if you guys come to my content, you know, like, the costume looks stupid when it comes down to it. Like, in terms of like the changes they made. Like. And I know for the most part, like, typically on my channel, I try to keep it clean on my channel. I don't... Yeah. Like, I try to keep it clean on my channel, but quite honestly, like, this whole controversy, I just don't give a fuck anymore. That I'm just willing to go out and just say random shit today on the stream. But yeah, let me see what this person has to say. Rashito, Dirk. Okay, they're just quoting what they're saying in that video. Yeah, but still, like, I just find it insane that this is the thing that gets Elon to talk about this, and basically causes a shitstorm yesterday. Like, that's the thing that I'm just mesmerized about. That's so big of a deal that even Elon has to go on and talk about it. Yeah, legit, yeah, Dragon Quest becomes mainstream, but then it's all the monkey paw stuff where you have people going on and talking about these particular things in the game, and then it gets to the point where Elon talks about it. Like it's insane when it comes out. It's insane. But hey, we're all here for the fucking ride, aren't we? Yeah, it's funny, like when you think about it, like you think about like being inclusive, like hey, we want as many people as possible to go out and try out our game, and then shit like this happens, and you're like, maybe it's a good idea to gatekeep and make sure that we have the people that we know in this community. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I think Yuji Horii just thinks like a businessman. At the end of the day, I think Yuji Horii says, "Oh, this is how we keep our age rating and whatever." We'll sell it here. We'll do whatever. Feel free. I really don't. Oh yeah. Sec did. He did get. Wait a minute. How come I can't see certain chats? Like obviously someone's noticing like something in the chat. Like what about Sac Chief? But I do remember that. I do remember Sac coming out and like making a tweet. And then he was talking about how this was disrespectful to Toriyama in terms of what they made in terms of the art changes. And then it became like this whole shit show on X. Like I do remember that. And also while we chill and talk, I'm gonna play some games while we're at it, because the only thing I really wanted to show was that one video, and what was it? Fuck, I'm becoming boomer. I'm becoming a fucking boomer. But now I legit forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, like I said, I only really wanted to show the video was Yuji Horii talking, and also Daddy Elon going on and talking about it, which always is a fucking surprise when you have Daddy Elon popping up. So, yeah, let me pull up a game on my PC, and then we'll just chill and talk about this shit. Let's do Dragon Quest. Why not? It's topical. If this emulator can actually load up for me. System. Give me a sec to set this up while we... Let me turn off the window. And I'm going to lower down the volume on Citra because it was a little too loud on my end. But anyways, I think we have that all set up. Let me connect up my controller, and we should be good to go. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the stuff right here, let me know. I'll answer them because we basically covered most of the stuff earlier. I noticed less hitching on when I was playing Dragon Quest on Dragon Quest 8. Like, that's the one thing I noticed. But yeah, cutscenes like this, like, it's still a little appalling when it comes down to it, but that's to be expected because this is like an FMV that was rendered at 240p. Unless you actually have the source, you can't really do anything about changing or modding this. Zach's free to have his opinion, like, but at the same time, like, if you act like someone who knows all the stuff about Dragon Quest, know all the facts, and then you have someone come in and try to like correct you or whatever, that does kind of like leave things kind of fucked. But I'm not gonna like say too much about that because, quite honestly, I don't really want to like engage too much with Sak. I mean, I have the Japanese mod set up here, so because I am weeb. I am weeb like that. But other than that, I just really don't give too much of a damn when it comes down to Sak. Like, he's free to like say whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it feels... Yeah, I don't know too much about what's going on with Sak. Yeah. Yeah, that is something that is, like, intriguing, I would say. Like, they're not, like, leaving... They're not, like, watching the whole thing, and we were rewatching it, and Horii does, like, bring up the whole age rating stuff. But even then, like, we also have to admit that he does agree with what Torishima says about the stuff. Like, that is something that's there. He went out and, like, agreed with, essentially, was what Torishima said. Like, at the end of the day, I kind of just see Horii as more so a businessman. When it comes down to, like, the perspective of changing stuff, he's like, okay, whatever, I'm trying to sell a business here. I'm trying to, like, sell this to the most amount of people as possible. And if it ends up being like that, so be it. I have it on my other PC. I just haven't set it up here. Yeah. And that's the other thing that kind of annoys me, is that some people are, like, saying that, oh, people are defending censorship or whatever. Like, I get, like, when people are trying to, like, point something out, and you have a certain perspective on how you see it. Like, you're gonna say, oh, you're defending this. Like I don't fault people for thinking one way or the other. What's the other person's comment? Okay, I see Timely's. Yeah. Yeah, like, that's the thing we can't ignore. Like, obviously, two things can be right. Horii says the reasons it changes are I think is because of the ratings boards and whatever. And also the fact that he agrees with these changes being ridiculous. Like, that's kind of just how I see it. Is that he thinks it's mostly because of the rating stuff, but he also does agree with the perspective, like, yeah, this shit's ridiculous here. Why do we need to make these changes? Yeah. Because I think that's kind of what I'm seeing online, like people saying, oh, I thought it was Cereals, blah, blah, blah. Like, well, I mean, it's still technically true. Horii did say that we have to appeal to ratings boards and whatever, even though he didn't, like, clearly name drop Cereals. But also at the same time, he does agree that this shit's stupid. Yeah, exactly. Like both can be right in this case right here. It's not like one can't be right or the other has to be right. Yeah, that's actually more so what I'm trying to. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say right there, is that he's trying to comply just so he can get it to more markets. Yeah. That is true. Like, you have some of these games that are also censored. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, both can be right. Like, it's right. Like the reason of Ceros is still correct because we still have those Japanese exclusive games that are censored. But it's also right when you have an international game come out to the West and you have the Westerners demanding X, Y, or Z. That can also be right. Like, that's what I'm more so trying to. Well, that's what I'm trying to say right there. I really don't know if he really cares about Square Enix, because keep in mind, like, we have the, like, Armor Project owns the Dragon Quest IP. Like, they could pull out anytime they want. That's the thing about it. Yeah, that's also kind of true right there, but I don't want to make this into, like, ultra historical stuff. Like, we already had that discussion right there of people trying to claim that Yuji Horii is a certain mustache man from the 40s. And I don't want to go back to that. Yeah, like, that's also the thing right there. Like, Square Enix can't really do much of what Horii or when Toriyama and Sugiyama were around can say, because they're not employees of Square Enix. They're self-employed. And the thing is that Square Enix, with all these three men, signed the contract that dates way fucking back in the fucking 80s, where they're like, yes, we'll work with you perpetually if these games are successful. I didn't expect to go back and play this game after, like, I did my replay back in March, but why not? I played it on 3DS again, was the thing. Oh, that would be fun right there if those get remade and then like they get this high rating just because of the gambling stuff. I wonder, you know, that should be like a fun exercise. Like, I'm gonna look up what the age rating for Dragon Quest XI is in Australia. Because that has gambling there. Dragon Quest XI Australia. Oh yeah, they gave it. Let me pull this up. I don't know if this is the Australia rating thing, but I'll show it to you guys. Just give me a sec to. Because obviously I'm not really doing this for like a serious playthrough. I'm just here to like fuck around and talk with you guys. Is this it? No. No way. Here we go, here we go. Let me get this down here. Is that little thing right there, or the M right there, is that the Australia rating board right there? Because I am American and I don't read other rating stuff. Nice, nice. You should go on and mod your 3DS. Or find a version of Citra that's like most up to date after Nintendo went on and nuked that shit. But yeah, I'm looking at this ratings here. It says fantasy violence, sexual innuendos, and simulated gambling. Yeah. Same here, same here. But yeah, what? Anyways, let's go back to Dragon Quest. Why not? But yeah, it's going to be a fun time there, and I played a bit of Joker 3 after I finished up Dark Prince. It's nice, but the only problem I had was like I was playing it on Citra and the game was ultra stuttery on Citra. But then again, that could have been my PC. Yeah, ratings boards, like, I get the idea of, like, informing the customer, hey, this is what's in the game. Like, I get that. But I think we're getting to a point where they're, like, overstepping their boundaries and saying, hey, we need to regulate this, we need to regulate that. And I think that's partially due to, like, that one game, Star Wars Battlefront 2, going out and doing all that crazy gambling shit in their game. And then now it's come to the point where ratings boards like, oh yeah, we need to start overstepping our boundaries and shit. Yeah, I remember those times where it was like, back in the day, like, the one thing that gamers were talking about was like fucking gambling in a Star Wars game. And not even like goes back to like some of the anti-woke stuff that like I used to like watch back in the day. Like I remember, like I like you guys remember like who Mr. Medicare is? Which nowadays he's known for having cancer nowadays. Like I miss people like him. Nice. I actually don't know how long it took me to platinum Astrobot. I'll have to go back and check. Like I miss that kind of stuff back in the day. Like I miss like all the Medicare videos that he would like upload back then and all that shit. And now it's just like, oh, DEI, sweet babying, all this shit stuff. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, like it's both sides when it comes down to it. Like Jim Sterling's videos were, yeah. Like he had like, I like when he just talked about like how Konami was a fucker when it comes down to it, like fuck Konami and all that shit. Like I miss those. Like I kind of like when Jim Sterling was like that, but then now he's just like, he just does whatever the fuck he does, like basically borderline low-cal shit. Oh yeah, I remember that. Like the 90s was definitely a time where like, yeah, we need to go out and censor shit because some kid burnt their house because they watched Beavis and Butthead and shit. But man, it's crazy times. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Mortal Kombat, Night Trap, and Lethal Enforcers. Both are fine. I don't have a preference. Like even then, like if we're gonna talk about it, like the 3DS one uses like some archival voice acting from the PS2 version. But if we're gonna talk about like Japanese or English, I prefer Japanese because I'm a fucking weeb. Interesting. That's, I don't know, like, because my first experience was the 3DS version, so I'm used to hearing how Jessica is in the 3DS version, so I couldn't tell you it was because tone of voice or whatever. Oh yeah, I like Yangus's English voice. I just think it's just good old Cockney accent. But then again, at the same time, like, my weebness overrides anything else. If you catch my drift. Yeah, they are peak. Yeah, I pre-ordered Dragon Quest VIII back in the day. Like, I remember going to my GameStop, because I think I was going to go on and pre-order the Nintendo Switch. And then they were telling me, oh, this is what we have for pre-orders on 3DS, and then they brought up Dragon Quest 8 to me, and I was like, you know, I heard some stuff about Dragon Quest 8 back in the day. Like, this was like back in the day when I was not like a Dragon Quest fan. I was like, yeah, I'll go on pre-order this game. Oh yeah, fuck. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, and then like I went on and picked up Dragon Quest. That day was funny. Like I woke up at like 6 in the morning. I don't know why I woke up that fucking early. And then the first thing I did was just open my phone and watch the presidential inauguration. That was funny. Yeah. And you know the funny thing about that, CC or I'm pretty sure you're Crossy on X, was that I was watching back some old Cartoon Network commercials. I don't know why I did this. I just decided to like go on YouTube and watch like old stuff from Cartoon Network where they would air their ads, and then I have the new 3DS, but anyway, back to my story. Like, and I was like scrolling through some of the ads that Cartoon Network would play, and then they played like a Dragon Quest 8 ad, and I was just like, and then my memory kind of just like opened up a bit. I was like, wait a minute, did I fucking watched this commercial back in the day? And I was like really trying to dig through my fucking mind. I was like, did I actually watch this fucking commercial? And that was crazy right there. And that's for your question. Naka, I did play it for a bit on my 3DS, like about like 5 hours. I think I got up to where Jessica was, and then I stopped playing because I think that was around the time Breath of the Wild came out. I was like, okay, I'm going to spend all my time on Breath of the Wild. And I... That's what I hear a lot about. I heard conflicting stuff that the first Monsters game got localized over in Europe, but then again, it seems like kind of flimsy that the first Monsters game was brought over, but I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I was like 5 hours in at that time, and then when I beat Dragon Quest 11, where I was just like, oh yeah, I do remember that commercial. And then when I started playing through all the Dragon Quest games, I went back and played Dragon Quest 8, started back from the beginning, and I just like 100% of that game, and then, well, not 100%, I didn't do all the post-game stuff. I just, after I beat Omega Raptorn, I moved on to Dragon Quest 9. Oh, that's true. It's Monster was technically a spin-off. 8 was the first mainline game. And that's the weird shit about, like, when Dragon Quest 8 was brought over to Europe, I think they just called it Dragon Quest Journey of the Cursed King. But the stuff I definitely do remember in terms of my earliest memories was Dragon Quest. Was definitely for sure like Dragon Quest 9, all that promotion with Seth Green. Like I would like watch those commercials and like, why the hell is Chris from Family Guy talking about this RPG? And then I just went out and just played Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story. But then I didn't really give it a shot until like the mainline games went to mobile, and I was like, let me try out 4. And then I remember getting lost in 4. Because I was like, okay, I went to this town, talked to everyone, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do here. And I was kind of lost. But then when I replayed it, I was like, okay, this is a bunch of fun right here. Yeah, that is true. Because I remember, like, just looking up the history of the NES. Europe would just get stuff way fucking late. And when it comes down to Dragon Quest, they just didn't get it on the NES. X-Fact. That's even more fucking crazy than the fucking Seth Green. Like, they're like, yeah, how do we sell this to the most amount of people? Yeah, let's get fucking X-Factor. Why is my right stick not working? That is weird right there, that they're not like that, especially when they're... There we go, there we go. I don't know why my stick was not working. Yeah. But also Europe's also like... I don't know if you guys played like Itadaki Street or Fortune Street. Like for what reason in Europe they call it like Boom Street. So they still have like some weird stuff that they go on and like change. I actually never noticed that. Because I always like referred to like as God Eater. Because I think I played God Eater 2. That could be true because America is like very uptight with their trademarks. Like, I mean, that's literally the reason why here in the States, Dragon Quest was like Dragon Warrior. Yeah, I wish more Fortune Street games come to the West. Like, the only one we really got was the mobile game and the Wii game. Like, I went out and like imported the one game on PS4 and Vita. Well, of course, they like the thing is that like you obviously want to get these games out as early as possible, and the fact that they couldn't get Dragon Quest localized over in Europe, whether it's due to the fact that North America didn't sell well or Europe didn't sell well in North America, and they thought the prospects of localizing in Europe was not worth it. But the thing is that they should have just localized these games as early as fucking possible. But yeah, it's like, it's not... I'm not gonna say it's like, oh, them not getting these games is not a good... It's a good thing. No, I'm like, no, it's not a good thing, because they basically were left out on this franchise for God knows how long. Yeah. Oh yeah, fucking PAL. 50 hertz and shit. Like, that's another, like, thing I don't get about Europe, is like, why is it that they thought, America and Japan, they have 60 hertz. That's their standard right there. But no, we're gonna go with 50 hertz. Like, I don't get the logic right there about that. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm sounding like an American when I say something like that, but no, still, it's like, why is it that they have to do like 50 fucking hertz? when in America and Japan they were doing 60.
本当は確か酒場で会った人だな。
Yeah. All right.
わしは別に困っていない。娘に何を頼まれたかは知らんが、余計なお世話だぞ。さて、わしはもう寝る。ユリマ、客人には早々にお引き取り願うんだぞ。
But this line in the English version is more funny. It's like, I'm going to bed. Say your farewell.
ごめんなさい、あんな父で。でもあんなこと
Probably just because of like
占いが
how easy it is to like
一番悩んでいるのは
import or something.
本人だと思う。だからお願いです。父本人
That's true. That is true.
できることの
Like at the end of the day,
そうを見つけてきてくれませんか？
yeah, that is true. Like people found out a way to be able to play Dragon Quest X with VPNs and whatever. It's annoying, but there is a way to do it.
そのお告げによると町の南
And technically, playing this in Japanese is not official, but people found a way to make it work.
こんなことがわかるなんて私はやっ
Yeah, it's like it's a pain in the ass.
ぱりの娘ですよ。
Like for me, I'm just like, just localize this, just bring this shit over in America. Like I don't want to go through all the fucking hoopla of doing all this shit. But yeah, other than that, that's insane. That it's to the point where you're like, yeah, you need to go on and, like convert the footage and whatever. It's weird stuff there.
そういう事情があったとはな。なんと親孝行な娘じゃ。わしは感動したぞ。しかもウイネロというものが本来の力を発揮すれば見つからぬものはないそうじゃな。これぞ一石二鳥というわけじゃ。うまくすれば憎きドルマゲスの居所がわかるやもしれんぞ。しかし今夜はもう遅い。
Pretty much, yeah. Like
わしと姫はもうこりごりじゃから、今後は町には入らんことにしたが、
yeah.
お主らは宿屋に泊まり、明日への英気を養うがよいじゃろう。
But yeah, if you're willing to get something, like it will be accessible to you.
火の洞窟とやらに出発だぞ。
And I guess like more so like was Europe not getting the Dragon Quest games back in the day. It's more so the idea of discoverability. Like I doubt like some random European is gonna look up. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, I agree with you. I personally prefer the overworld enemies rather than dealing with the random encounters. Like I'm fine with random encounters if you're like sailing on the sea, like that's fine. But
待ちかねたぞ。
like when you're like exploring on foot,
それでは水晶を求めて。
I prefer having enemies that you can see.
わしとミーティアはそなたの後をついていくゆえ、用があるときは話しかけるのじゃぞ。いざ出発じゃ。
I mean, like another case example is that people are like, "Oh, I don't know why is it just the middies." Like I know most people don't feel like going out and hacking their 3DSs and whatever, but if there's a will, there's a way. You can go on and basically mod in the... Yeah. I'm like very lazy when it comes down to the slime stuff, but I'm just, and to be fair, I'm playing this just for fun, just like something I can play while just chilling with you guys. Even then, we're not talking about the controversy anymore, because I think we've exhausted that all through earlier. Yeah. And also another hot take, I actually do prefer the MIDI level up over the orchestral. Oh, that shit's amazing when you're able to go on crit. Yeah, you can't really do much with Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Like, unless they decide to go on and change Malroth's lips, which even then, like, Dragon Quest Builders 2 didn't go on and change Malroth's lips. I don't really see that to be an issue right there. Man, I wish there was a Builders 3. The vibe after the interview is a shitstorm on X. That's your answer right there. Because not only we have people going on using this, like debating hard time on X, you got Daddy Elon going out and talking about it, and then you have some people out there claiming Yuji Horii's a certain mustache man. So it's all kinds of fucked. Yeah. And also, yeah, like I don't mind the idea of grifting as just like I'll be honest, like I get the idea of how grifting works. Like I watch, because I do watch some of these guys on every once in a while. But for me personally, I don't really care to engage with it in that kind of sense. I think for me it's just like I watched it, I was like, well, he kind of like affirmed the whole thing about the rating stuff. Yeah, like I guess I'm just in it for the fucking right now, because obviously I put my opinions out online. I made my video and all that fun shit. And I guess I'm being taken for a ride. Like if you guys played Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Yeah. It'd be nice, but I think at the end of the day, Horii is just like, well, I'm trying to run a business here, so I'll just do whatever. Yeah. They said in that video that it was. They said in the video it was the ratings board, and well, Horii said it was the ratings board. We can, like, I can pull up the exact votes, but he also did say it was. But he did say he did agree with Torishima about the Western stuff, because, like I said, my perspective is both can be right. Both, it could be right about the rating stuff, and it could be right about the. It could be right about the rating stuff, and it can also be right about America going out and demanding X, Y, or Z. Yeah. I honestly, I should have like looked up more stuff from certain boards and whatever. Like, that's on me that I chose to like look up some of the responses that I saw on like X. Like, obviously if you have one source, you're not getting everything. But to be fair, I'm not like trying to defend myself. I put that in my like personal opinion thing. But I'm not gonna like try to skirt around the idea that, oh, I went out and. Yeah, that's true. You look up sweetbabyink.com, they're not on there. Yeah. Like, I think the problem right now is that some of these ratings boards are getting too big for their britches and saying, yeah, we want you to do this, this, and this. Yeah, I mean, there's a clear answer to why they private it, because some of those people think a certain way, and it's like very much like my way or the fucking highway or some shit. Yeah, it's the question. This is an actual like legit question, like regarding like, are some of those guys' Twitter accounts still up? Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, like I understand the idea. Like, yeah, you're paid to do this, whatever. But at the same time, like, if it means that the customer gets less products, because Japan has it work, I personally think. I think Astrobot's kind of like Super Mario Bros. Wonder to me. It's a great game. I enjoyed it on my first playthrough, but I don't know if I want to go back and replay it. Like, maybe I'll go back for the updates. But I don't know if I really want to go back and like do another playthrough unless we do like a fucking stream goal. Then again, I don't really live stream as much as I used to. And the only reason I'm doing this live stream is because I'm lazy as fuck. I don't want to do another video talking about this. And I just felt maybe if I just live stream it and clip the part where I talked about all this stuff, that'll be easier on me. Look at that view right there, my boys. Yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Like I guess most people said it's a game that came out like many years back, and then here we are now, where people are saying, people when they're reviewing stuff, they're like, yeah, you need to change this, this, and this. Yeah, legit, really nice view. I didn't meant to do that. I think I fucked up my buttons, or whatever. I think we can go in at like level 6. Because I mean, you get all heal in this. I think he made pretty good comments, like pretty sound comments, like I think his statement on the rating stuff, that's true right there. And then him agreeing with Torishima, that's like, there's nothing wrong with that. I just find it weird that you had some people out there on X calling Horii a certain mustache man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming a certain mustache man from WW2 will say that. Yeah, like, it's nice to see, it's nice to have confirmation that Horii kind of she's like, man, this, like, why do we have to do all that stuff? The only reason I'm not saying the guy's name is because I don't want to get dinged by YouTube. Because we know how YouTube is sometimes with certain things, even though... Yeah. Yeah, like I'm just like, settle down there, Eager McBeaver. Like, we don't need to go that far. He's just a dude that's making games and has opinions. Anyways, let me... Typically, I just go straight for zoom. Like, no need to go on and throw that line right there. I'm not like a big wrestling dude, but still, that's that's fun. That's a little bit funny that made. But still, if you guys want to see like some of these weird stuff, I'll post some of this on. I'll post some of the links in here. I got time. I'm not here to like seriously play Dragon Quest. I'm just here to like fucking chill and talk to you guys and talk about silly stuff on the internet. But yeah, here's one of them. I like the guy went on private their account, but then again, thankfully, through the power of screenshots, I managed to archive it. And then we got another one right here. There we go, there we go. Yeah, like I'm just like, can you just let people who want to buy the game just buy the fucking game? Like, can that also be a thing right there? Like again, you want to like bring awareness to all this stuff, but don't go after people who just want to go on and buy the fucking game. Yeah. Like, that's kind of just my perspective. Like, I don't like do your thing. But I'm here to chat disconnected. Yeah, like I've seen all these people on my comment section saying, like, telling me this and that on the video. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Do whatever is convenient for you. That's my recommendation. Do whatever you find is the most convenient to play. Dragon Quest 8. Yeah, it's... Yo, what's up? What's up? We're just chilling here. We're just enjoying ourselves and playing Dragon Quest 8. I think you're talking about the PS2 version, because technically that is uncensored, but through the power of modding and homebrewing your 3DS, you can get rid of the pesky censorship. Oh yeah, they probably will. Yeah. I mean, that's what I did right here. I just went on modded HD textures on here. Yeah. Like, if you have the PC to do it, it's worth it playing on emulation. Though, of course, the other problem, of course, is Nintendo going out and Dano snapping Citra off the face of the earth. But yeah. Oh yeah. OG PS3s can play PS2 games. But aren't they unreliable? Because I know they're like prone to doing getting to like the yellow light of death. Then again, I'm not entirely sure. It is selfish, because like at the end of the day, it's your money. Do whatever you want with it. Well, exactly. I haven't looked up that. Like, is he actually trying to fight the whole emulation stuff, or? Okay, that's base right there. That's legit base that he wants to like fight the good fight against Nintendo Dano snapping Citra off of existence. I'm down to archiving basically everything. Like, Like, the only reason I would want to archive Sweet Baby Inc. games is just to show people this is what you don't do. And anyone who wants to be a game developer or wants to tell stories, we just show the Sweet Baby Inc. games like, oh yeah, this is bad storytelling right here. There's a good version. There's a super, like, if you don't want to play the HD-2D remake, just go on and get a Super Nintendo emulator, put in the orchestral mods, and you have a pretty good version of Dragon Quest 3 to play if you don't want to play the HD-2D version. Though the question is, Cedric, did you play with the orchestral music? Damn, I'm like ass fucked right now. Nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, like, if you want to buy the game, feel free to buy the game. If you don't want to buy the game, feel free to don't buy the game. Like, I'm not here to tell you what to do, and I'm not employed by Square Enix to tell you that. I'm just a fucking asshole with fucking opinions. That's the version I do want to play. Like, it sucks that no one went out and fan translated the PS1 version. Oh yeah, my cousins had a OG PS3. I had the later model that removed the SD cards and removed the PS2 backwards compatibility, so yeah, I know how big those fuckers are. Yeah, like I don't mind people, like, criticizing the censorship. It's... Like, I don't mind people who generally have a problem with it and they don't want to buy it because of that. I think... But yeah, ultimately, I just think, can we just let people have their opinions and let them freely do whatever the fuck they want? Like, cause that was how things were once upon a time. You know, that's true. Nowadays, it's like the world's fucked now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I actually remembered playing FF2, like the Pixel remaster, because I'm like different than most people. Like, I played through all the Dragon Quest games, but I never played the FF games back in the day. So here's a better solution. Get those upscalers like the Retro Tink and whatever. Yeah, I don't think the game will flop. Like, the only thing that would be the case is that it doesn't do well in the West, but surprise, surprise, Dragon Quest games don't do well in the West. They always do well in Japan. Like, that's why I showed the Amazon sales charts for Japan and the Mitsu charts. Like, here's the facts right here. Like, Japan's still buying this fucking game. Yeah. And here's also the other thing. I don't mind if people who figure out a way to pirate the game, like, I don't mind if people go on and pirate the game. Do whatever you want as long as you don't get in fucking trouble. Yeah, there's other factors. Like, obviously, I'm simplifying shit. But typically, it's always been like the senses that, oh yeah, these games just don't do well because it just doesn't do well in Japan. Not Japan, the West. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can just like I have a retro thing back in the day, and well, I technically still do, but when I play PS2 games, I just grab the OSSC and hook it up that way. Yeah, I like installing that stuff also. So the funny thing is that, well, this is obviously gonna get me in trouble if Nintendo ever watches this fucking video, but I don't know why they should give a fuck about a less than give a fuck about 1,000 sub channel. I did do some special things to my Nintendo Switch, and then I did something stupid, and then now that particular Switch can't go online, but it doesn't matter to me because I have another Switch that can go online. That's technically not done. I've done special things to. No, I didn't brick it. It just can't go online anymore. Like, I can still play it just fine. I can still do all the stuff, but I can't go online with it. Nintendo told me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly what Cedric said. But that's technically how I played particular games earlier, like Mario RPG. I was able to play that pretty early. Yeah, that's basically. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get in trouble with Nintendo, but I'm pretty sure they can put 2 and 2 together on me. Well, that's the problem right there. Like, they don't want to spend the money on making two different SKUs. They just want you to go on and buy the one SKU that's censored and stuff. Yeah, that's my thing right there. Like, why? Like, what's the weird ass shorts there? Really? Like, I'm not too sure about that. I've never played I haven't played Bayonetta 3 because I was just like, I didn't really care too much about Bay 1. So I didn't know they made a version that had where you can just turn off the stuff. Yeah, it's like I get that feeling like I want to support this game, but I don't like this one thing, and I want to say yeah, I don't want to support that one thing. Like it suck. It does suck. And I think most people don't understand. Like, for me personally, I just buy whatever I want. like typically if I see a game like interested in, I'm not buying it because I want to support the company. I'm just buying it because I just want to play it. Like, I think that's like a simple concept right there. Yeah, like I don't think Dragon Quest will truly die in the West. It's just like thought process of how to the whole thought process of like oh, if you don't support the game's just like the franchise is gonna die. It's not. I don't think it's, at least with Dragon Quest, I don't think it's that big of a deal, because I do think in some cases yeah, that's the other thing. Like Gamuki, like some of the stuff that they were saying on their account, like I don't like fully agree with. Like I get trying to like point out things here and there, but like going out and like constantly arguing with people on X, like come on, like you don't need to do that. It's actually went out and like said that, I think he said something about Toriyama and like how this is disrespectful to Toriyama, and then Gamuki and Sack went out and had a spat, and then they agreed to like remove their tweets. I think that's what happened. But yeah, I don't know Gamuki too much. All I just know is that they talk a bunch and they argue with people on Twitter. Yeah, I did see that. Like I remember, like I was like, when I was like getting to bed, I was like looking at some stuff, and I saw them like arguing again on X. Yeah, that's kind of like me also. Yeah, I saw that. Like I saw people like going after Stack and whatever. I do think the other thing with Sack is that, like, if his channel was more like had like stronger stances on stuff, the backlash wouldn't be as big, because people are like, oh, that's his stance on this and that. Like he made a no on his YouTube videos, but Sack typically goes into like a more milquetoast take on a lot of stuff on his videos. And he more so just talks about Dragon Quest as a franchise, or just games in general. I kind of do. Like sometimes he will have a take. Yeah. Like I do sometimes think he's a fence sitter. Like the times I've been interactive with him, like sometimes he will have a take, and then other times he won't have a take. It's the one thing I remember when I was like talking to Sack back in the day. And then sometimes when he has like a pretty adamant take on something, I'm not gonna like go too deep about that. Like he would be like adamant, like, oh yeah, we have to do this, blah blah, but then when it's pretty clear that we have to do the opposite, like it would take him like weeks and months to like finally realize, like, oh shit, we need to fucking pivot. And just to be clear, I'm mostly talking about the stuff on this, like stuff on Discord and whatever. All petty drama shit. But I do feel that he's a bit of a fence sitter sometimes. But obviously, I have a bias on that because behind the scenes, I clearly don't, like, me and Zach have some beef when it comes down to it. And I typically don't mind if someone who likes Zach enjoys his content. Yeah, I remember like someone like telling me like, "Oh yeah, this is what he said." I'm just like, and I hear I'm like, "Bro, what are you doing? Like, this is not how you go out and address this stuff right here." Like, it's like crazy wild shit when it comes down to like how people think that they need to address this controversy. I'm pretty sure I'm getting ass fucked here. Because I came in here like... Yeah, of course, hope you enjoyed like chilling and fucking around. Not really. Like, if you watch any of his videos, like, he mostly has very milquetoast takes on most things. And then by the time he went out and became more... Yeah, I'm getting ass fucked here. Whatever. Yeah, it's... I get what you mean, because I think I've seen some few tweets here and there from Zach that's been like a little bit more critical of Square and whatever. Yeah, that's kind of like the case right there, just... It's the internet, people are gonna have takes. And let people have their takes. Interesting, interesting. Anyways, I mean, I don't feel like... I know this is a watch here. I remember him... Like, the only thing I remember him talking about when it comes down to... Like, I remember when he talked to me about, like, him being involved with Square... He told me that Square doesn't like people talking about Dragon Quest X, which is why he hasn't made a DQ10 video back in the day. But I don't remember exactly him talking about, like, directly about, like, some Square Enix people. And I think the other time, like, he was like pretty critical on something was when I had him, when I had him like go out and do his little piece on the Dragon Quest Shredders video. Oh, that'd be funny. I know people would be pissed about that, but like I actually fucking laugh on that, like unironically. But I think that's like the case that some YouTubers, including myself, gets into. Like we want to like be all cordial and professional when we talk on the fucking games and whatever. Yeah, that is true. But imagine, like, that would be fucking funny. Like, I would just, like, unironically laugh. Like, I probably sound like fucking Mr. Miracle, like when he fucking laughs. Oh my god, jeez. Well, actually, I feel like playing another game while we chill and chat. I mean, to be fair, when it comes down to it, like, he's been burned before with collabs. Like, I don't mind doing collabs because it's cool to talk with other people and just do a nice video together and whatever. But to be fair, like, Stack has been burned in the past when it comes down to collabs. Because there was that whole Google Doc back in 2021. Oh, fuck that. I'm talking to the Soycast guy. Anyways, let me look for another game to mess around and fuck with. It was basically like some big Google Doc that came out and basically said Sack was like an egotist and whatever. And also brought up some stuff like very peculiar claims that Sack was like insinuating Sack was a certain thing. Oh yeah, I do have Durango's Heroes on my PC. That's a good game to actually mess around with. Let me see some other games before we do anything. Well, technically, you did get one with the Dranko's Treasures video, and like even though it was there for like 50 seconds, that is technically a collab between me and Sack and a bunch of other content creators. Like the most that came out from it was really just Sack was like. That they went on and claimed that Sack was like into like lolicon or some shit. And even then, like I know lolicon is kind of like a weird subject to talk about. But even then, it's not like a big fucking deal when it comes down to it. Like it's fucking anime at the end of the day. You know, let's do like. This is always like a comfort game for me. Yeah. Yeah, legit. It's like why exactly were we complaining about lolicon? Don't people have this? Yeah. Like when I remember that, I was like, it's not that big. Like, the only thing that was concerning to me was the whole him being an egotist. To which, based on my interactions, that's kind of been true. In that scenario. And I'm just like, well, why? Like, you have the thing about him having this major ego and whatever, but why exactly do we need to like throw in fucking lolicon? Yeah, it was like. The hell? Yeah, I just remember like. I just remember like in Discord calls, he would always talk about how he would like interact with these big YouTubers and whatever, and he would talk like, oh yeah, and made like a big fucking deal like talking to this person. I'm like, and I just remember being in the Discord call like, okay, cool fucking story. And then he would like tell us stuff like how he would like go on pay money to cut in lines and whatever, which like, at the end of the day, do whatever, but you don't need to like go on and fucking brag about it. And it was just like, it was kind of just like weirdly annoying for me. It was just like I'm here kind of just chilling and whatever, and then all of a sudden Sai goes into this thing about like how he interacted with this person, or trying to make it like a big fucking deal of something just because he talked to this person, or people liked this ex-YouTuber liked his content or whatever. Like it's kind of like some dick stroking contest. Where's my shotgun? Where's my shotgun? It's not exactly it, but I'll fucking do. And the chat's not moving forward. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, folks. Like it's stuff like that, and I kind of just found it to be annoying. And there's like other reasons why we split, but I'm not gonna like go into that. Oh shit, I didn't know. I just realized the username. What's up, James? No, no, I wouldn't, because it's pretty personal when it comes down to it. Like this is like Solstice, right? Like if I'm checking correctly. But the stuff like I'm talking here is just like, it's just stuff I like noticed, and I was like, I'm like okay, okay, like, okay, stroking your dick and all, and oh, the stuff on... Yeah, we just mostly just talked... Earlier we talked about the whole thing, it was pretty clear Horii was talking about the rating sports stuff. All right, you have a good one, my man. You have a good one. But yeah, we mostly like it was pretty clear Horii was talking about the ratings board, but he did agree with the whole Western censorship stuff, which is why he brought up the whole gender stuff. And I kind of came to the conclusions like, yeah, it's the reasons to why these changes happen in the first place is for like both of them could be right, basically, and like one or the other. It doesn't need to be like, oh, one or the other. Like both can be right when it comes down to the whole argument, when it comes down to the whole discussion. Because it was clear that he was talking about the rating. He was talking about ratings boards and whatever. Yeah, it's like some of the stuff is like I should have like worded it better, but it's whatever. The funny thing is that I actually don't fucking script my videos. I just go in and I just remember everything on top of my fucking head. Sex position, I think he mentioned it once, like when he talked about the female warrior and he was talking about how disrespectful it was changing this design after Toriyama passed away and whatever, and then people went after him. And then there was this whole argument between him and like Gamuki and whatever. Yeah. Yeah, like Gamuki's like I sometimes get what the argument they're trying to present, but then like they do it in like this fucked way, and it's just like no, you don't need to go on like constantly argue. You don't need to go on like go and engage in the hate farming and whatever. It's like just say your piece and fuck off, like Gordon Ramsay would say. like do your thing and then fuck off. Like, I get it sometimes. It's especially how X is nowadays and like how people are. But at the same time, it's like I get like how this person is, the job that the person has, but at the same time, like you also have to understand it's the internet. Gotta make sure you have the spine for the internet. But yeah, I personally, like, on my account, I don't block people, I do mute people just because I just see a bunch of people who are, like, Sony fans and just constantly, like, gassing up Sony. I'm like, I don't need to see this shit right here every day. I don't need to see ponies go out and try to play damage control for PlayStation. So I just go on and mute them. Yeah. Yeah, like, because that's what I personally do. I just go on and mute people. Because sometimes I don't need to see that shit. Particularly all the Sony fans going on talking, gassing up the PlayStation 5, gassing up Jim Ryan and all that fucking shit. It's not him. It's like fucking MBG, fucking Reforged Gamer, J-Dub. Like, surprisingly enough, I don't get tweets from fucking Dreamcast guy recommended to me. Like, it's typically like J-Dubs, not Gamukia, it's Genki Japan. Like, that's another, like, Coney right there. Nah, that's not happening right there. Like, if he comes in and is like, yo, what's up, Roy? Dreamcast guy here. I have my Neph right here. Do you want to try it out with me? I'll be like, put that shit away from me. I ain't taking that shit. Yeah, they legit are. It's just like I get why some people buy a console because it's affordable. They don't want to deal with building a PC and whatever. Which, yeah, it's cool. Whatever. Like you want simplicity, feel free. Go for the fucking console. But for people like me, like I have this PC for editing and playing games like this, and hopefully for animation. If I can like figure that shit out. Bro, that's like Cap right there. Like Astrobot, like at best is like Super Mario Wonder. It's a good game, but it's just a game it's like after I'm done with it, like after I 100% it, I'll have like the need to go back and replay it. I mean, it's like I can see it from his perspective. Like what's like his perspective is what's wrong with male and female. Like we've always referred to ourselves like male and female. Like it's not like that big of a like it's like it makes sense from him. It's like yeah, for a while we've referred things to male and female, and that's kind of just how it is. I'll give it that. Like it's like I do prefer 3D games over 2D games in most cases, and I do think Astrobot's slightly better. Like if I were to rate it, like I'd probably be a little bit more critical. I think Mario Wonder is like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's either that, like, it's either 5K subs for me to react to all of Dreamcast guys' videos, or someone pays me $200 via Super Chats. Anyways, let's do another game. Like, I want this, like, to be a chill stream and just enjoy myself before I have to go out and eat. But we're not doing Souls. We're not doing Souls, like, because you guys are gonna fucking roast me for. Like, either someone pays me $500 via Super Chats for me to react to Dreamcast guy, and it has to be like a flat $500. So yeah, it's either the pay route or tell people to subscribe to That's Royo and we get the 5,000 subs. Oh my god, fuck, I'm tempting fate now. Oh yeah, I love that dude. Like, I don't know why he just fucked off. Like he was like a good content creator, and also I'm gonna stop. I'm not stopping stream. I'm just stopping the recording because I have the footage I need for the clip video. Yeah, like he was like, yeah, he was like ultra fucking critical. Like he said how it is, like, and then once he like disappeared, I'm like, bro, where is he? Where is he? We need this guy to go on and have his base takes. Anyways, let me see what game I can like fuck around with. Well, let's do. Like that made me sad when like he just disappeared. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like that was a sad day when he disappeared, and I was just like, where's this guy? Where is he?
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Anyway, we're doing the Marvel.
Arcade classics.
Fuck no! You take that fucking back. I'm not here to hear that fucking slander. Anyways, we're doing the Marvel. Anyways, let's actually do like a poll on this. Oh yeah, player essence. I can go like on a fucking rant on that fucker. Okay, I'm not gonna include the Punisher or Marvel vs. Superheroes or Children of the Atom, X-Men. That's player essence. Yeah, he. No, you're thinking about Joe Merrick. You're thinking about Joe Merrick. No. Review Tech USA. I can also go into a fucking rant about that fucker. Like, maybe we need to do this for, like, a stream goal. I actually don't know who Furisify is, but... Okay, he's a PokeTuber. I don't know too much about these fucking PokeTubers. Okay, we're starting the poll right now. Would you like to see the X-Men versus Street Fighter, or... Oh yeah, I'm actually, like... I never played the Budokai Tenkaichi games, but I do want to play Sparking Zero. That game looks hype. Okay, everyone... Okay, it seems like everyone really wants Marvel too. But yeah, like, don't get me started on review tech. Like, maybe it'd be... Like, maybe if we do, like a super chat goal, like, I don't know, like, maybe, like, $50. Like, we can, like, go on and watch that June the King documentary on Review Tech USA. Or, there's another good documentary out. Seems like everyone wants... Seems like most people want a Marvel too. Right. We doing Marvel 2. But yeah, I'm excited for Sparking Zero, even though I've never played the Budokai Tenkaichi games. I was more of a Budokai fan. Anyways. You guys will now see how much of a master I am on these fucking games. And I just realized I had it in the Japanese version. Whatever, it's a fighting game and not like it fucking matters. I'm playing this on PC. I know most people are like, well, why can't you wobble 5K? And I'm like, I don't know how to fucking work 5K. I'm too much of a boomer. Like when someone recommended me 5K and I downloaded it, I was like, how exactly does this shit work? Was like my first impression trying it out. But yeah, if anyone doesn't know, like I tried getting into like trying to be a competitive fighter, but I fucking suck. I'm too much of a fucking master. Fuck, I thought I can aim that. Of course he would. But yeah, I don't know if you guys... I'm assuming most people don't know because I never announced it. I do have another channel called Royal Chats. And I was thinking, like, that channel would be more so me making fun of YouTubers and, like, Dreamcast guy and whatever. But still, I have this. It's technically losing exclusivity because, like, it's another place you can play it on that you don't own. Like for example, like if FF16 going to PC, like. Yeah, it's no longer exclusive to PlayStation 5 because you now have access to it on another platform. It doesn't matter who the demographics are on that platform. You still can play it on another platform with your choice. Or if we have these Switch games, like for example, Octopath Traveler when it first got ported to PC. Most people say, yeah, it's no longer a Switch exclusive. It's on PC now. Like, it's a stupid argument to make. It's a retarded-ass argument. I don't know, I said the R word. OG Wilkers. I'll post it later. But yeah, I've been lazy to do any videos for it. like I hear some of these people's takes and I'm just like, like, if he says if his original argument was console exclusive, then yeah, that's fair right there. It's technically a console exclusive. Like, Street Fighter V, when it came out, was a console exclusive. Because it also came out on PC, so, like, okay, fair enough right there. But then to say, like, oh, it's still exclusive is bullshit. Because it's on another platform, even though it has a different demographic. Like, it's like, that's a fair argument, but like, to say it's not exclusive is like, how fucking stupid are you, Dreamcast guy? And I just have the feeling now that someone's gonna come in and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna pay $500 just to have him fucking suffer to watch Dreamcast guy. Like I have that feeling now that someone's gonna cough up the $500, which I do question how you spend your fucking money, but if you want that entertainment, I'll provide the entertainment. How is it fucking weird? Like it's coming to your platform of choice. Though we'll probably do that on like the Royal Chat channel, if, like, that actually becomes a thing. Because I want to keep That's Royal just talking about like games and whatever. Like, doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's going to a different platform regardless. Yeah, give me a sec. I can. Yeah. Let me pull out Royo chats. I'm pretty sure if I can look it up on my channel. I don't know, like... Okay, that's why the ad's different. Here we go, I found it, I found it. Here we go, fellas. Because the ad's called A Chat with Royo because someone took Royal Chats. So I just like, okay, let's just call it A Chat with... Called the ad Chat with Royal, but the channel is called officially Royal Chats. Like, some of the stuff that we're talking here probably will end up in the Royal Chat, in the Royal Chats channel. EDP, like, I don't know too much about him. All I just know is that he's a pedophile. and I'm not gonna collab with a potential pedophile. Like, the only thing I know about him was apparently he texted some minor, and he knew it was a minor. Like the most of the weird shit I keep up with is like people like Ethan Ralph. Like that's like the farthest that's like the one person like I like mostly pay attention to, because that man is just like all the weird shit that happened to him going to Mexico. If it means like collabing with Anissa, fuck no. Like my stipulation would be, I'll collab, but I don't want to be. That woman stays out of our collab. That woman stays out. That would be my demand right there. Is that like I'm willing to talk with iDubbbz, but I ain't talking to Anissa. What is? Right, I don't want to go too much about Anissa because I think it's been like documented like how much of a crazy bitch that woman is. Nah, I'm chill to do my thing here. I ain't going on that podcast. Anita, like, I don't know. Like, it'd be funny if I'd be able to talk with her. Like, you know those guys, side-scrollers, when they were able to grab DSP on? That'd be... Anyways, like, I'll consider it. But anyways, we have. I'm gonna head out soon, but finish up this. I'm gonna go on and click save. Finish up some few questions here, and then yeah, that'll be it for today's stream. Oh, I'll like to fucking chill with Leffen. Like that'll be awesome. Yeah, it's a. Yeah, like I knew that, like this stream was going to be like the most based stream because I was just like fuck, I don't fucking care. I feel like talking about all this random fucking shit. But yeah, some of this will be clipped on Royal Chats. The main stuff about the Dragon Quest stuff, Yuji Horii, the whole interview, that'll be clipped here on That's Royal. All the other stuff will be clipped on to Royal Chats. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this fun stream, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.